Hey everyone, so I, like many others, have paid the Temtem people $35 to get access to Temtem. It's a new Pokemon like game that just came out on Steam Early Access. It's a lot of fun. I'm a couple hours into it. I've been spending a lot of time just grinding my Temtem. The game's essentially new, fancy, shiny new Pokemon. That's like the similarities are shocking at times. So a lot of the content that I've been experiencing has just been, running through tall grass and just fighting monsters on repeat to level up my team. So that doesn't really make for the most exciting video, but I still wanted to make something. So this video is just essentially about 20 random minutes that I experienced while playing last night. I hope you enjoy it. It's a pretty fun game, and if you like Pokemon, I encourage you to check it out. This is Temtem. I'm in this town, and I think I'm coming up to my first, what is essentially a gym battle. What is this? I don't know what this is. This is the geyser is the last reminder of how Hatless Hill would have looked before Arisola was built on its flat top. Natural springs, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Okay, nothing really helpful. There's a lot of world building content like that in this game, which is cool if you're into it. I'm not particularly. I thought she was gonna be a little battle I could have, but I guess not. Sometimes you can just talk to people and be nice to them, or kind of be a jerk. I like being a jerk. Like, look at my character. Look at Cactus Jones. That is the face of a little punk jerk. So he's not gonna be nice to anybody if he can help it. I think this is the first gem, and I'm guessing I'm correct. Sorry, Tamer, but the dojo's closed. You can't come in. I'm here to see Sophia. She's not in. That's why we're closed until she comes back. It's not unusual for her to take time off, but not that long. Where is she? She said she was going to catch some Temtem around Windward Fort. She took her surfboard, so there's no reason why she's gone so long with a board. You don't need to come back the long way. Through the gifted bridges, you can just surf your way out of Windward Fort through the Solario River. Okay, I guess I'll find her. I'd do that for you. Thank you. Feel much better if someone took care of this. Where can I find her? She's supposed to be near Windward Fort. I need a surfboard. Oh, I gotta go the long way then. Leave Arisola, go north. You'll have to go through the gifted bridges. It's a long way, but there's no getting lost. Windward Fort is right at the end of it. So I guess I'm going north then. Looks like I'm going this way. Let me show you guys I think this is the Poke Center. I mean the Temtem Center. So Temtem aren't kept in balls. They're kept in, let me see if I can find it. They're kept in cards. So your character throws the card out and the Temtem pops out of it. You throw cards at wild Temtem that are weak to catch them. Once again, very similar to Pokemon. You just go up to these little machines. There's no nurse to help you out. You do it all yourself. Robots have taken all the low-wage jobs in this world too. So we're heading north to wherever some fort. North to the fort. Is this the way? Gifted bridges. Okay. Okay, so it looks like these little guys are gonna try to battle me. So you're gonna get your first dose of a Temtem throwdown. And here we go. Fresh from the dojo. We're fresh from the dojo too. Silence, we challenge you, stranger. So in Temtem, most of the battles are 2v2. So 4 creatures total. Those are my boys. Alright, so this is Dill, and this bird is Loops. I named him after Fruit Loops because he looks like Toucan Sam, and Dill is because he kind of looks like a little pickle. So we got a otter thing, and then this little cloud narwhal. So I'm gonna attack the ferret otter first. I got some good hits on him. I think he's going down. Yeah, he's out. He's out. Good night. And this guy, what's he gonna do? Tenderness. It's a stat. Yeah, it's a stat effect. You get XP when something dies. It's all very very familiar. It's a little pea pod. I'm just gonna repeat that 1-2 punch. Same thing as working the first time. It's gonna probably work this time. Boom. Not a chance. Good night. What is this gonna? Oh, he's gonna body slam me from across the field. Oh, he's throwing one out. Genki. This little insect thing is called Genki, and every time I see its name, I think of what's her face from Arrested Development. The little dorky boy always called his grandma Genki. I'm trying to think of her name. I'm having such a brain fart watching my boys throw down. Let's just do glass plate again. Oh, he's okay. So this is different than Pokemon. The blue bar underneath your health is stamina, and each ability costs stamina, and you can use abilities even if you don't have the stamina for it. But if you're like me and you just did it without paying attention, your Temtem will become exhausted, do a little damage to itself, and then your next turn it'll be forced to rest. So I can't do anything with that guy for this turn, but that's fine because the battle's over. Boom. Easy peasy. Every character in this game looks like a little middle schooler mall rat. So there's tall grass, and guess what happens when you're in the tall grass? You run into wild Pokemon. So let's see if I can. There we go. That was quick. Who's it gonna be? Ooh, we got some Pharaohs. So I caught a Pharaoh earlier in the game. I'm probably about an hour into the game so far. Level 15, to give you an idea. I already caught Pharaoh. I'm gonna show you what Pharaoh looks like when he evolves, and then I'm just gonna squawk at these birds. Oh, I can't, apparently. So Dill's going back in his card. Rack is coming out. There we go. So, what's there? Okay, it's a stat effect. Yeah, defense down, no problem. Oh, he's doing the same thing. I mean, I guess he's gonna be really defenseless now. I'm just gonna knock these guys out. So they're both birds fighting birds. So when you use a similar ability, you'll see a red circle over them, and that means you're gonna do reduced damage. See if I did. Well, that doesn't work. Well, that's a different thing. That won't work, and this will just put him to sleep. But red means you do reduced damage. See how it's white? That means it'll do regular damage. It's probably gonna kill that one. So that's half health. Oh, he's gonna peck me. Okay, whatever. I ain't afraid. Look at that Nazgul attack. So it's birds fighting birds. So the damage is kind of, it's not very impressive, which is fine. But if I was being strategic, I'd probably pick a Temtem type that counters flying or birds or whatever their magical property is. It's not exactly the same as Pokemon, which is nice, but you know, there's a little bit of a learning curve with some of them, like Crystal. I think Crystal and Psychic, or I don't know. I picked Dill. He's let's see what Dill is. He's I don't even know. Amphibian. Amphibian. When attacked with water, he moves faster. Oh, he's Crystal. It's up here. Okay, cool. So Dill is Crystal, Loops is Wind, Therak is Wind, and Scale is neutral. Doesn't really make sense that it's neutral. It's probably the stand-in for normal, but neutral is a strange word to use to describe a type of anything. So yeah, let's just keep going. Heading to the fort, I guess. Oh, another battle. Oh yeah, I want a Temtem battle. Let's go. Okay, so we got some different ones come. I actually haven't seen that one yet. The one on the left. Ukama. That's a new one. All of the Temtem are very, they're very huggable, I'll say. Nothing looks too mean yet. I'm still kind of early on, so I assume stuff gets tougher looking. But I have not seen anything that looks tough yet. Grass will probably do well against the water thing. Or I'm gonna do Feather Gatlin against Saku over here. Speed boost, probably. Yeah, speed boost. Feather Gatlin. It didn't do too well. That didn't do too well either. That did alright. So I need to reevaluate my abilities. Not really, I'm still gonna probably win. But let's do some Crystal Dust. And let's hit him with the Wind Burst. If this, the first one gets killed with that attack, the second one automatically attacks the other one, but that's not the case now. So I just kind of guaranteed that guy was going out. Toxic Spores poison me. And that stinks, but you know, I'll live with it. I think I'll be able to take this guy out. Oh, that's gonna see how his stamina's low. You know what? I'm gonna swap him out. I'm gonna put Scully in. I got a fur too. Oh, that sounded like it hit hard. Glass blade. Let's do scratch. Okay. These guys are getting a little tough. It's gonna poison him too. So weird. Oh no, Loops got knocked out because he was poisoned. I didn't see. Yeah, I'm learning right here with you. I didn't know that status effects last when you pull a Temtem back into your party. So my Loops, he's taking a long nap. Oh, this Saku guy, he's toast. He's out. This is gonna, boom, done. Good night. Oh my god, that's a noise. Not so fortunate after all. That's just the currency, little sun credits. I wonder if I can, oh wait. Oh, somebody's taking damage. I need to look in my backpack. Let's see, a bomb, a vial, ether. Okay, ether just restores stamina. So this is a pretty neat kind of like save your butt item. And with it, you can revive your entire team to full health, even if they're knocked out. It comes with one charge, and every time you visit the little Temtem healing center, it resets that charge. So if you're out in the wild, you kind of get into a sticky situation like I was just in, you can use that without having to go all the way back to town. I have to go. She's probably going to tell me about the whole history of the world, and I don't really care for it. I'm going to have to fight this guy, I know it. Yep, there we go. Look at this Temtem. I just caught. I'll beat you. Let's see if you can walk the walk. Get ready, he says. He's going to throw out like 2 level 15s. Not even. He's got one thing. He's got one thing. I have 4. Whip lump. That's a new one. Still very huggable, even though it's got a giant unicorn horn on his face. I'm going to blast it with Crystal Dust. So you'll see the little plus mark next to it. That just means it'll do increased damage if it has a partner out with it. So because the Loops is he's here, Crystal Dust is going to do more damage. This is another thing that's worth pointing out. You can see each ability has at least 1 bar. The bars represent the amount of turns that it takes an ability to charge up. So Shrill Voice, it's faded out, I can't use it, but because it's got 2 bars, by turn 2 I'll be able to use it, and then I'll have to wait 2 more turns before I can use it again. Everything else I can use each turn because it only has 1 bar. So I'm sure I'll get, I've never seen that ability before. I'm sure I'll get to show how that works, because I don't think these abilities are going to knock this guy out. Yeah. So Mirror Shell, yeah, see how it has 2 bars and I can use it now. I'm going to use Crystal Dust again, and then I can use Shrill Voice. This might knock it out. I think it will. Oh, it didn't. It was close. Ooh, that did twice the damage. So I guess still is weak against flying, maybe? Still learning these things. He's hitting me with the ice cubes. Windblade, okay, half health, but whatever. It did enough. Oh, he still leveled up. Oh, we got a new ability. Head ram. Use your head, non-metaphorically. Yeah, so it does 100 damage, and this does Nibble did 37. So I'm gonna replace Nibble with head ram. It's the same ability type. I'm not really losing any like special stat modifiers like mirror shell. So yeah, I'm gonna swap it with that. All right, yeah, that's it. How'd you do that? I thought this Temtem was invincible. You dumb kid. 56. Let's go. Onward and onward and onward. Got a little wild guy here. Okay. Got a Tataroo and a Pharaoh. They're both level 9. These boys 16 to 15. And they look, you know what? I'm gonna give them a break. I got some bomb. I'll give it to Loops. Use it more. Bomb's basically potion. Revives a bit of health. Let's do Feather Gatling on this guy. See what happens. Yeah, see, he's back to health now. Cool. Feather Gatling. Boom. Ooh, that hurt. That didn't really hurt. That almost hurt bad. I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna get Pharaoh out. I'm gonna get Scale in, and then I'm just gonna. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use Shrill Voice because it can do damage to both of them. So it'll kind of be like I'm doing 2 attacks even though it's 1. Let's see if this pays off. Yeah, knocked out one, did half health. That's called strategy. That's called strategy. Okay, everybody got a little bit of something there. I'm just gonna throw some sand at it and hit it with the wind blade. Yeah, it's not gonna do. Oh, Loops, he hurt himself. I didn't pay attention to his stamina. Speed. Oh, defense. Let's just scratch him. Scratch him, he's got to rest. I think the scratch will knock him out. Yeah, we're good. Good night. Ooh, Loops. Leveled up. Alright, so you can change the order that you disperse your squad in. So I don't want to throw out Dill, who's almost dead. So I'm just going to switch him and Scale around. So Ferric and Scale, those are actually these creatures' names. When I caught them, I forgot to rename them, and currently there's no way to rename a Temtem after you've already caught it. So I've kind of put myself in a pickle, get it? Because of Dill. And can't really, I'm stuck with the default names for these guys, which is, I'm kind of bummed about, but, you know, that's my own fault. I'm going to try to get to the next, like, city. I gotta fight a guy first. I see one of these guys. I'm not worried about it. You always kind of, you know, want to keep these battles going because you get the XP from it. And they're easy. Like, look, it's going to take 2 hits. It's going to take 3 hits. But, you know, I get a little bit of XP. And the boys level up. Squad gets stronger. I become a better Temtem master. Something, something, something. I win the game. So, you know, it's just part of the game. Part of the experience. So I'm definitely going to have to fight this guy. Yep. Oh, maybe it's a lady. I couldn't tell. Yeah, it's a girl. What she got? Okay, that's a cool looking one. I do like that. I haven't encountered any water Temtem yet. I've seen this guy before, but not this one. I think when you get the surfboard, you'll be able to get the water Pokemon, or the water Temtem. I was wondering how long. Yeah, he's out. I was wondering how long it was going to take me before I mixed up Temtem and Pokemon. So I did pretty well. I did better than I thought I was gonna, to be honest. I was a little flying pig, yeah. Yeah, these guys live in the mountains. I was fighting them all the way up to the city that I started the video in. Alright, I might need 3 hits on that guy. Yeah, 3 hits. By the way, this weird looking fish thing, his name is Pukey. Pukey. It's unfortunate. Let's do feather gallon on the fish. Oh my goodness. He didn't like that. Pig's going to bed. Oh, she's got one more. She's still got, wow. That knocked out Loops. I didn't realize he was so low. Alright, Loops. Sorry about that, bud. Alright, I still got half the squad. I got half the squad left. I'll make it. So Cheer Up, Ferox ability Cheer Up, that actually gives what's called a hold to your partner. And what that means is that your abilities that need the extra bars, the hold counts as one of those bars. So you can use, like, on your first turn, if you use Cheer Up with your partner, I will say it again, your partner Temtem can use a 2-bar ability, which is pretty nice. It's strategic. Alright, I'm hoping the city is kind of nearby. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back because I'm not gonna make it. There's so many Temtem tamers, so I'm just gonna go back to the city, which I think now would be a good time to call this video. I'll probably be back for more down the road, down the Temtem trail. So thanks for watching. I encourage you, if you like Pokemon games, haven't really liked the latest ones maybe, I encourage you to try Temtem out. It just came out, it's on Steam Early Access. It's $35. I like it so far. I'm about 2 or 3 hours into it. No complaints. That's Temtem for you.